Business in the 217 on the WMAY Morning News Feed. I'm Greg Bishop, and we're joined by Matthew Eck. He is the sports director out at the YMCA. We're going to talk about a couple of things you want to get your kids interested in. Matthew, thanks for taking time with us. How are you?
Good. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Last time we talked about sports with the Y. Interesting times. Things have changed a little. Tell us what we got going on out there that the youth need to know about to stay active.
So right now we offer a couple different programs with youth indoor soccer that's played at Soccer World and another youth basketball program that is played at our downtown location for kindergarten. And for 1st through 7th grade, we play at Salvation Army.
So what are some things parents need to know? Registration times, maybe equipment they need to bring with them? Give us kind of an overview of, let's start with basketball.
So for our basketball and actually our indoor soccer, we have our registration closing Christmas Eve this Friday. The parents don't need to necessarily bring anything with them. We go through a coaching process with our volunteer coaches for basketball, and we make sure all of our coaches are on the same page and have all the expectations we have throughout the league. Once we get together after our coaches meetings, you'll have all the coaches start reaching out to the parents that have signed up and have the practice times 1 week before our games tip off.
So the deadline to get your kids into these programs is coming up pretty quick. Again, you heard it here from Matthew Eck with the YMCA. You want to get your kids registered by when?
Christmas Eve, this Friday.
So Friday. So the minute you hear this, look it up and get those details in. Where can people find the information?
We have a couple different options. You're able to come into either branch on the west side at our Carasotis location or our downtown branch, or you can look up this information and register online yourself.
And we're talking about youth basketball and indoor soccer. Tell me about the kids who've been a part of these programs in the past. Is this a way for them to kind of find their bearings with the sports? What kinds of things are they going to learn?
So all of our sports programs offer fundamentals and technique development, especially. Most importantly, though, these kids are going to have an opportunity to learn from different voices and different coaches. And oftentimes these guys develop different new friendships among the other team players and have a positive role model as a coach. Talk
about the importance of that, not just having somebody coach them, but being able to find their peers and work in a team-type setting.
Well, youth sports is an extension of the classroom, really. And so this is a fantastic opportunity to develop new friendships with kids, not only in their school, but also the kids that they're playing against each week, too. Working together and accomplishing a goal is very cohesive in the growth of the youth.
Parents, you've got a deadline of Friday to get your kids registered for youth basketball and indoor soccer. We're talking with Matthew Eck with the YMCA. He's the sports director, telling us about the programs that are starting up here soon. We talked about some of the benefit for the kids, learning teamwork, learning how to work together, finding their peers. What are the benefits for the parents? Because I know sometimes parents may be thinking, I'm going to have to cart kids around, but what are the benefits for the parents whose kids are going to be able to take part in these things and get some excess energy out?
I think you just touched on it. I think burning a lot of energy, especially in these times when the weather gets a little bit colder. Oftentimes they get trapped in the house because of the inclement weather outside. So this is an opportunity for them to expel all this built-up energy and also, learn some different new techniques and make some new friends.
Tell us the ages again for these two leagues, the youth basketball and the indoor soccer.
So our youth basketball, we're going to start off with our kindergarten, our 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, and it goes all the way up to middle school, 6th and 7th grade, and anywhere in between. For our youth soccer, we start off at 4 years old and go up to 13 years old.
I would imagine there's definitely a different level of play for the 4-year-olds versus the 13-year-olds.
Yes.
And something to see as well.
Absolutely. We have different categories for each of these age groups to make sure that they're playing the appropriate skill level.
Good deal. Matthew, again, give us the details on how parents can get registered for this, the deadline, and where they can go to register.
So our deadline for both of these new leagues are this Friday, the 24th, and they're able to register in person at either one of our branches or register online.
Is there a cost?
Yes. So for our indoor soccer, we have $60 for our members and $75 for our non-members. And for our basketball, it's $72 for our members and $85 for our non-members.
So the kids are going to learn a lot of important skills. They're going to find their bearings in these sports, youth basketball and youth soccer. They're going to be able to find peers, and the parents are going to be able to have their kids expel some of that energy so they don't bring it home and get all cooped up inside, just staring at a screen sometimes. So, Matthew, greatly appreciate you taking time with us with the YMCA. He's the sports director. And again, get your kids in for youth basketball and indoor soccer. You can get details at the YMCA's locations here in town or on their website. And the deadline to register is coming up Friday, so make that happen. It is Business in the 217. Matthew, thank you for taking time with us here on WMAY.
Thanks so much for having me.